For your next comic, make some noise right now. Give that over to Liz Michelle, everybody! Oh, yeah!
I like that, oh yeah. Really feel sexy. So how you guys doing? Good, nice young crowd. I like that. So guys, before we go any further with our relationship, I'm pregnant. I'm the only pregnant one here tonight, so you're gonna remember me. See, I'm very aware that I'm expecting. Unlike the show I came across this past weekend, I didn't know I was pregnant on TLC. I actually watched the marathon. It was entertaining. So, what I find so funny about this show is that these women didn't know in the last couple of months, and their excuses are, oh, I thought it was gas. What the fuck were you eating when you thought it was gas? Like, there's a human being developing inside of you with kidneys, eyes, lungs, a heart, and you thought that was gas? Now, I can understand not knowing in the first couple of months, like I had no clue. And I am a pure wild child. Like the first month of my fetus, I was drinking, smoking, partying, doing cannonballs off of cliffs on vacation. So I was like, oh shit, I'm pregnant? But then I calmed myself down and I reminded myself of my parents' wedding video, where my aunts and my cousins were like out to here, 7 to 9 months pregnant, waving at the camera, but they had a cigarette in one hand and a cocktail in the other. And I was like, whew, okay, everything's gonna be great. Because I turned out okay. I'm a comedian. But you do go through a lot of changes when you're pregnant, physically, emotionally, but also personally. I come from a background of being a boxer. I was a boxer for many, many years. And there was nothing I got off on more than giving a smart-ass girl an old 1-2 to the head. Yeah, especially to that liver, they go right down, you guys. So if you get attacked after the show, just hit them in the liver. They got no way of getting away with that one. But yeah, you go through a lot of changes, but I can't box anymore, obviously. So I now do prenatal yoga. It's a huge difference. A lot of hormones around in that room, let's tell you. They do, you become very calm, you become very namaste within yourself, you learn things about yourself. So the other day in class, the instructor asked us all to go around the room and share a couple of things we're looking forward to once these bombinos pop out of us. So those Upper West Side, Park Slope minds are like, sushi, marathons, going back to saving the world. And I'm like getting nervous, like when you go up in front of a crowd, like I'm getting nervous, like oh God, it's getting to me. And then I was like, I'm just gonna keep it real. I was like, you know, I'm looking forward to a stiff glass of whiskey on the rocks, a laced joint, some upside down, fucking cuff me up sex with my hubby, and a new tattoo. Like, the room was completely silent. It was just like, but then you saw this one hand go up in the back of the room, and this mother was like, can I please change my answer? And I'm like, I answered for the instructor. I'm like, fuck yeah, man. Answer, change it. Like, why didn't you just keep it real from the get-go? I do my best to keep it real as well as keep it old school. My best. For instance, I don't want to know the baby's sex. I want to be surprised. This wasn't even an option back in the day. So when we were at the doctor, we asked her to put the gender to a sealed envelope. Now I thought me and my guy were on the same boat with this, but he's a Jurican. AKA my matzo con pollo. They don't like surprise. So when we got in the elevator, he held the envelope up to the light and we saw a pink sticky. And at first I'm like, fuck. But then I'm like, wait. Maybe that's the only stickies they had in the office that day. So it's either that, it's a girl, or my favorite, it's a gay. I'm praying it's a guy, guys. I really am praying it's a guy. But if it is, that changes everything, because that means we have to get the apartment seriously cleaned. I have to get my hair did. I have to get seriously waxed. And I have to have the come home outfit for me in this Bambino. Yeah, because they like it fabulous. Alright guys, that's my time. Thank you.